We've got some drama between Austin Cindric and Corey Lajoie following the end of the Daytona 500 earlier tonight. Cindric went up off of the bumper of Corey Lajoie into Ross Chastain. The two spun out, ending the Daytona 500 on the last lap due to the fact that NASCAR did not wave the caution flag before it waved the white flag, thus ending the race. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. So before we get into what Cindric and Corey Lajoie had to say about each other, let's first watch exactly what happened here at the end of the race. You can see William Byron is in the lead. Ross Chastain is on the top of the track in the Busch Light Chevrolet. Austin Cindric is right behind William Byron in second at this point, and Corey Lajoie is behind Austin Cindric, I believe, in third at this point. But let's take a look here. You can see right here, Lajoie tries to go underneath Cindric. Cindric goes down, blocks him a little bit, and then Lajoie moves back up the track and then is not hitting Cindric square in the bumper. It kind of pushes him up the track into Ross Chastain, who was coming down the track. They both spin out, and then they would cross the start-finish line, and that's when NASCAR decided to wave the caution flag. Let's take another look at it real quick. You can see right there, Cindric is already trying to put a block on Corey Lajoie, who has gone below the double yellow line there, or is like right on the double yellow line, trying to go underneath Cindric. He then jumps back up the track. Cindric jumps back up the track. Chastain is coming down the track. And then Lajoie obviously does not hit Cindric in the rear for a good push. Pushes him up into Chastain. They collide, and then there you go. They're spinning through the grass at Daytona. So that is what happened. That's how the race ended. You can see here, this is the official photograph that NASCAR used to determine the finishing order. It looks like Austin Cindric here finished in 14th, I believe, right behind Kyle Larson. And it looks like Chastain ended up finishing in what, like 8th, maybe 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9th or 10th, maybe. We'll have to see the official running order a little bit later. But let's get into what exactly Austin Cindric had to say here about Corey Lajoie and what happened on that final lap. This is courtesy of Matt Weaver. Let's take a listen.
Me getting wrecked. He didn't see that, so yeah, just really unfortunate end. Shot to win the Daytona 500. Really in great position with the outside lane breaking up, and kind of one-on-one with the 24 with the whole pack behind. So can't really ask for anything else other than that out of myself and the team, and yeah, just sucks a little bit.
What did you, like, you say you got wrecked, but like who, like, did you feel like there was anything uncouth, or is it that just the nature of the racing on the last lap?
I guess. I mean, Corey finished 4th, so congrats. I mean, he tried to fit a car where there wasn't a car and just continued to push through my left rear until I wrecked. So I understand trying to shuck me out or put up an opportunity, because I was in probably the best spot possible coming to the white. But yeah, just I'm in the care center and I don't even know where I finished. So really sucks, but that's racing.
During the big one, a lot of the Fords got taken.
So he's clearly blaming Corey Lajoie there on wrecking him, saying that he drove through him until he ended up wrecking. Clearly putting the blame on Corey Lajoie there for that last lap wreck. This is what Corey Lajoie had to say when he spoke with Bob Hockers following the race.
Yeah, the 2 left the bottom open. I tried to fill it kind of lazily. He kind of blocked it lazily. The 16 went with me, and he kind of turned off our nose. The 1 called it quick to try to fill that bottom and try to get out front. He took the move he did to try to win the race, and didn't work out for him. I'm glad that we came out the other side.
Cindric wasn't too happy with you. I mean, I think he felt like you just kept pushing and pushing and pushing.
It's the last lap. I've seen him do a lot of dumb things too, and we're not friends, so that's that.
Well, he's not defending what he did. That's for sure. And he didn't really have anything to respond to that. He's just said there, he's done a lot of dumb things too, and we're not friends. So I don't know if he's implicitly saying what he did was dumb as well there or what, but clearly doesn't defend that he wrecked Cindric there at all. So I think that is all we really need to say, right? It's what he didn't say that really matters. We did have another person here kind of weigh in on this. This is Ross Chastain. This is what he said to Bob Pockrass here.
Did everything right, and I just was too aggressive with my turn left and should have just waited maybe longer. I mean, obviously, I'm standing here talking to you, not out there.
This is it's hard. I mean, can you be too aggressive on the final lap, or is it?
When you crash, I think so. I do. I mean, ultimately, my turning left, self-spun myself and took out the two, and maybe other people, I'm not sure. So, happy for William and Chevy and General Motors to win. It was really, really awesome for us to control some of those cycles, the green flag pit cycles, really kick their butts. So that was really cool. And then to have a bunch of Chevys left at the end there was made me feel good. And it was cool. Alex pushing me there at the end, and I felt like that there was minimal chance a Chevy wasn't going to win, and one got it done. But yeah, too aggressive is when I don't finish. Did everything.
I think when Ross watches the replay, he'll realize that it wasn't his fault at all. I think he made the right move. I don't think he was being too aggressive at all. It just happened to be that when he was making his move, Ross Chastain and Corey Lajoie were making their moves. When Ross was making his move, Austin Cindric and Corey Lajoie were also making their moves, and the two just kind of collided and took each other out, and there wasn't really anywhere for Ross to go. I think it's possible maybe he kind of continues to run behind Byron and maybe makes a move later on down maybe on the backstretch or coming to the start finish line after they make another lap or whatever, try and race him to the line or something like that. But I don't think that Chastain made a bad move there. I think if he got to the front, he was going to be hard to pass. He showed that with 8 laps ago when he was doing some absolutely superb driving, being able to block challenges from both Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, and others, which was the best part of the race as far as I'm concerned. But that is what we heard from all of those folks involved in kind of that last lap wreck that ending the race and allowing William Byron to claim victory. Obviously, Austin Cindric putting the blame on Corey Lajoie. Corey Lajoie not really defending himself, seemingly tacitly admits that it is what he did. He kept pushing and pushing and pushing Cindric until he wrecked, and happy that it ended up working out for him. And then I think Chastain just didn't really know any of that was going on. And so he's talking about that without actually seeing a replay. And he's actually putting the blame on himself here, saying he was the one that caused all that when I don't think he had anything really to do with that. He was just making a move for the lead. And I think it was the move that he needed to make at that time with that huge run. It's just unfortunate that Austin Cindric and Corey Lajoie were making their moves at exactly the same time he was making his moves. But let me know what you make of what Ross Chastain, Corey Lajoie, and Austin Cindric had to say here. Let me know in the comments below.